COVID-19 has seen local leadership in both urban and rural areas dealing with issues that are different from what they were used to. Service delivery, resource mobilization, and distribution, together with transparency, were really put to the test. Many people, since the COVID-19 outbreak, were now looking to the COVID-19 task force for communication. Rogers Irimai, who is the task force risk communications chairperson, spoke on how the task force has been operating in Masvingo.
My name is Rogers Irimai, Provincial Information Officer from the Ministry of Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services. I'm also the chairperson of the Risk Communication or Information and Publicity Subcommittee of the COVID-19 Task Force for Masvingo Province, which is chaired by the Honorable Minister Chadzamira. In the province, we have quite a number of activities that we're doing. We have subcommittees that are from the task force. One of the subcommittees is the Resource Mobilization Subcommittee. This one was put in place to enable the committee to fundraise through donorship from those who are capable, individuals, companies, and so forth. We received quite a number of overwhelming support from the corporate world. From the onset of the COVID-19, we received a large sum from companies like the Tonga Toilets, which is in Triangle Chiredzi. We have received quite a number of donations from other companies like Big Minerals. We have companies which these big shops which run in Masvingo. We received quite a number from individuals and religious groups as well. From these resources, some were targeted at uplifting the isolation centers. We have got the district isolation centers in all the 7 districts of Masvingo. We also have a provincial isolation center, which is located at the Great Zimbabwe University, Mashawa campus.
Women as primary caregivers were affected, since service delivery has been a major issue.
Nyaya ye-lockdown yakauya vanhu vasingambofungiri. Sevanhu vari mucommunity takaona matambudziko akasiyana-siyana. Zvikuru sei dambudziko ranga riri kumadzimai. So kuziva kwedu madzimai ndo mazhinji anoita basa rakawanda mumisha, kuchera mvura, kutsvakira mhuri zvekudya. Asi tikatarisa ipapa panyaya dzeservice delivery, takaona saneka muurban setup makanzuru anga achitadza kuti wandisa mvura. Saka nokudaro madzimai aenda kuzvibhorani usiku, wosanganazve nemapurisa kuya vodzinganiswa kuti musafamba usiku kana kuti musamukira kuchibhorani, fambai nenguva dzakati, pfekai mamaski, musaungana. Izvi zvose zvichiitika zvaitovhiringidza community because hapana anga aine ruzivo kuti chii chiri kumboitika, and hapana aiziva kuti what is coronavirus or what is COVID-19. Saka it was just a conflict yaiitika among police force ne-community. Mapurisa achitrai kuinforsa, vanhu vachitaridza kunzwisisa.
Vendors likewise were affected, with livelihoods being put in limbo.
Kushanda kokuzvitengesera kokuti taidzoserwa kumba muchidzi dzokerai kumba musatengesa, apa nongoida kubhadhara chi, toda kubhadhara marent house nokubhadharawo mvura. Saka zvinhu zvakadzoserawo kumashure kuti kwanogona ta 3 months usati wabhadharawo chi marenti. Saka zvinhu zvakatiomerawo.
Local authorities then found themselves with responsibilities different from their usual duties. Mutare Mayor Blessing Tandi spoke on COVID-19 social grants and what would have been done better.
Was during the total lockdown, we anticipated most probably that government would be able to come and help our people. And I still remember vividly then that people from the markets, people from the flea markets were supposed to have been assisted. And we thought most probably that facility will be able to to alleviate our people into maybe a better living standards. But it was very unfortunate that the registration process itself faced a lot of challenges. The registration purpose was also politicized. The politicization of that process ended up leaving the actual beneficiaries of the program to political activists, and inclusive of even the distribution that was done. Then through the Ministry of Social Welfare and Development, which we saw with the community caregivers that they have, who also took an opportunity of trying to politicize the issue. And even the milli meal that was coming in was also politicized, because by then we were saying that this period is a total lockdown, and we anticipated most probably everybody is now vulnerable in Zimbabwe.
The distribution of relief funds largely left out women, and those in the informal sector could not get anything.
Ini pachezvanga handisi kutonyatsoziva because tine mazita atakangonzwa kuti aenda, tikanzwa kuti vanhu vapiwa malaini but vachinzwa chaisirwa mari, hatina chatakazombonzwa kuti vanhu vakazowana mari, but takazongonzwa pano neapo kwanga kune a few individuals vanga vakuwana malaini aya ane mari, but the rest havana. Saka handisi kuziva kuti criteria vakanga vakuzoshandisa kuselecta those few vakashandisa criteria ipi, because katarisa mudzimai anga chingori in need of that money, nekuti vazhinji vacho vairarama nekutengesa musika, saka vanga vangogara vasisina zvekuita. Saka ranga riri dambudziko kumudzimai, ende zvakare tachitasira kuti madzimai aifanira kubenefita from that relief fund.
Gibson Wende, who is Chiredzi Town Council chairperson, spoke on the availability of resources which was affected by the lockdowns, as residents could no longer pay rates like they used to.
Makanzuro akaomerwa kudai, but hatina kukwanisa kunge tichinyatsokuwana maresources akawanda. Hongu taiwanawo madonations, but madonations anga asingazosviki palevel yatinenge tichitarisira, even in terms of PPE zvanga zvisingazonyatso kuti zvidzivirire vanhu vedu. Saka ndorimwe dambudziko ratinofungira kuti tichinda mberi uko tichingokumbirawo kuti through the government nematask force anenge aripo asasirirawo malocal authorities, nekuti panguva ino yekutambudzika, panguva ino kushayiwa maresources, malocal authorities anenge achishayiwawo. Saka tikawanawo sezvakaitwa kumaroads iko zvino zvema-emergency grants, tikawanawo kunyaya dzecovid zvinovandudza zvichichengetedza utano hwevanhu vedu vanenge vachibatsira nguva yecovid, vakafanana namukoti, vakafanana nemaenvironmental health technicians edu anenge achizoti kana paita dambudziko vanofanirwa kunge vari mberi vachibatsiridza pakunyaya yekuti covid isapararira.
Ropofadzo Makumire from Chiredzi spoke on how councillors and local leadership communicated with residents in the face of lockdowns.
So that had some adverse effects on the local authorities because our takings were reduced because of the COVID-19 lockdown, which was announced early this year. So that affected our revenue collection, and as councillors we resorted to the use of our WhatsApp platforms, Facebook platforms, and even the multimedia texting messages platforms to communicate with the residents concerning issues to do with the current level of service that we are providing to the residents, concerning our progress relating to the approval of our budget for 2021.
Irimai also spoke on how the Mashungo Provincial Task Force communicated with citizens with the aid of local media. COVID-19 messaging was an important aspect in the response to the pandemic.
In Masvingo, we have got quite a number of them, but locally, as for print media, we have got TellZim News, we have Masvingo Star, we have the Mirror. Those are operating in Masvingo. And we also have radio stations, local radio stations. We have the Great Zimbabwe University Campus Radio. We have Hewi FM. These have been assisting us greatly in spreading the message on COVID-19.
Accountability is vitally necessary in pandemic situations. TellZim and other risk communication stakeholders make sure that they continue to play their role to ensure access to information on COVID-19 resources that now include vaccination rollout.